Hi there, my name is Jonathan with Sagify. I'm going to show you now how you can set up your Sagify to connect with your Shopify store so you can start importing your orders and eliminating manual data entry today. The purpose of this video is if you want to take charge and set up the app yourself versus having us come in and do it for you. The benefit with that is that you're in control of the app that's installed on your Shopify store, so if any moment you want to uninstall it and remove that connection, you can do so on your own without us needing to do it for you. So our first step is assuming that you've downloaded Sagify off of our website at easyapps.io/products/Sagify. You can do so right here. I'm assuming that this is already installed on your computer. The first step, and the step you'll always have to do when running Sagify, is to run Sage 50 in administrator mode. So you can do so by clicking on the icon and then clicking Run as Administrator. The reason why you need to do this is because Sagify is performing reading and writing permissions on files, like uploading your data and your sales invoices, so it needs to be ran as administrator. So first step is to always have Sage 50 open in the background, and then you can then open Sagify. So let's go ahead and do that now. And if you've already created an account, then you can go ahead and just press login, but I will go through the whole process with you of signing up. So you can go ahead and click sign up, and we'll then put in some values like demo company. All right, and we'll just give it this a little silly email. And oops, that was right. So we've just created our account. We'll wait for that to load up now. And our first step now is to connect this to our Shopify store. So before we do anything else, we're going to go ahead and click Manage where it says Active Store. And you can see I already have a few, but this will be blank on yours. Go ahead and click Add Store. And the first thing we want to do now is get our shop URL and our shop name. So let's go and open Shopify. So here is our Shopify store. And your shop URL is going to be the value that comes after this store parameter in the URL in your browser. Now this could sometimes represent your actual company name like you're seeing here, ACS Composite. However, sometimes it could actually just be gibberish and look something like that. In that case, you still do want this value. So whatever is coming after store, copy that. And we're gonna paste that into our URL here, followed by .myshopify.com, and then name your store. So whatever your company name is, put it here. I'll just put Sagify Demo. And now we'll need our client ID and a client secret. Now you're going to get this from your dev dashboard. The quickest way to access your dev dashboard is in the upper right hand corner, click on your company name, and then there's the left arrow followed by a slash and then a right arrow that represents your dev dashboard. You can go ahead and click that and it will open the dashboard for you. If you don't see that here, that's likely because your store hasn't enabled custom app development on your store. To do so, you'll click in your settings in the bottom left hand corner, click on the apps submenu, and then click on develop apps. And you'll see this card here, build and manage apps in your dev dashboard. Build apps in dev dashboard. You'll want to click on that. Sometimes this might say enable custom app development or enable development. Go ahead and enable it, turn it on, and then once you come back to this page, you'll see this button available. If you don't see this card at all and you can't even get onto this page, it likely means that your user profile in Shopify doesn't have access to creating apps and allowing custom app development, in which case you'll have to ask either your Shopify administrator or log into another account that has higher privileges so you can then turn this on. So go ahead and press Build Apps. It'll bring you now to our dev dashboard, and now we're going to create our Sagify app. So let's create app in the upper right hand corner, give it a meaningful name like Sagify hyphen, and I typically do your company name or it's like abbreviation. So in this case, I'm going to do ACS, and let's click create. And now we're in this create version screen. The first thing we're going to want to do is erase example.com, but we'll keep the https:// and we're going to write easyapps.io/api/shopify/auth/install. Now these values are all going to be posted below in the description, and if you're in our help docs watching this, you'll also be able to copy these values easier so you don't have to really type it out. You want to uncheck embed app in Shopify admin, and then you can scroll down to access, and in scopes, copy the scope access values or the access scopes and paste it in here. For reference, these are the ones: write orders, read all orders, read customers, products, write inventory, locations, returns, payment terms, Shopify payments, payouts, payments, accounts, payments, disputes, read cash tracking, write draft orders. These might change over time, so just copy what you see below. That's going to be your best bet. Alternatively, you can also click select scopes and then just click off the ones you need. Same thing, all does the same thing. So now we can scroll down, and finally inside of redirect URLs, we're going to write another URL, and that's going to be https://easyapps.io/api/shopify/auth/callback. So note this is the same URL. The only difference is this callback difference at the end. You can then go ahead and press release. You don't have to give it a version name, but I typically just write release. And now we'll click on our settings and we'll get our client ID. So now you can see here in the credentials card, we have a client ID. Go ahead and copy that, and we'll paste it inside of our client ID, and then get your client secret. You can also view it, but there's no need, just copy it. You want to make sure you don't share this value with anyone or expose it anywhere that someone could get it. Go ahead and paste it there. And then you want to check the box, I created my own Shopify app, because you are the one that just created this, and click connect with Shopify. Now it's saying your client credentials have been saved, however the app is not yet installed on your store. True. Go to your dev dashboard and install the app on your store to complete the setup. Open dev dashboard now, and I'll just say no because we are already on our dev dashboard. So let's go back there, click on the app at the top here. On the right hand side, we have installs. We're going to click install app, select the store we want to connect to, click install, and we should get a success message back on the Easy Apps website. You can then close the website, go back into Sagify, click connect one more time with Shopify, and it'll say that the store, oh, I called it Semo. You can then see that the store was successfully connected, and I'll just set that as active. Now your next step is to configure the rest of the settings, like hooking up your accounting settings and so on and so forth, and all your rule-based logic and mappings. Before you do that though, you can just click on the orders tab and just make sure you do see all your orders. So here, this is the store's orders, and you can view each one just to make sure it makes sense to you. But before you want to start processing orders, you want to make sure you set everything up, going into the right GL accounts, orders are entering the way you want them. We have a whole series on setting up the rest of the app, so make sure you check that out. If you have any questions, feel free to reach us. You can contact us through our contact page on easyapps.io. Our help docs is a great source of information that you can find, as well as our entire tutorial series on YouTube. Thanks for checking out Sagify, and I hope we eliminate your manual data entry. Thank you.